Three, two, one.
Welcome to Immersive Reactions.
And welcome back to Immersive Reactions. We are blown away by the amount of support we've gotten, and it is wild. I did not expect to be doing this well this short amount of time in.
It's nice to hear the kind and constructive criticism, which always helps.
Yep.
Better.
Yep. We understand the issues, and you voice them. I live them. I see all of them, and we're trying to make a good video each and every time. And when I go to edit, I try to elevate the video. We appreciate you sticking around, sticking with it, and helping us figure out our problems and our shortfalls and everything. Hopefully, in the future, it'll be sorted out and everything will be great. For now, we're watching Shawshank Redemption.
I'm not even gonna guess, because every time I'm guessing the wrong damn thing.
Yeah.
But I know what redemption is.
Let's break it down.
Something
Redemption.
Yes.
I have never seen this movie. I don't know what it's about. I don't know the people in it. I don't know anything. This video has been up on our Patreon for a week in its full reaction form. You can find it there. A link to our Patreon is in the description. Without further ado,
let's do it.
Let's get into it. Morgan Freeman, I know that.
Such a jazzy but nice soft song.
This is the first time we're using the new screen. It's going to look different than previous videos. Tell us if you like that. He doesn't look good.
No, he looks real sad. He's gone through some shit. Oh no. Oh, my dear friend.
That's not a good combination.
Mr. Dufresne, describe the confrontation you had with your wife the night that she was murdered.
It was very bitter. She said she was glad I knew, that she hated all the sneaking around, and she wanted a divorce in Reno.
I'll see you in hell before I see you in...
They say so. I was upset. She packed a bag to go and stay with.
Glenn Quentin, the man you had recently discovered was your wife's lover.
She's for the streets.
Follow her.
Here we're going.
Mostly I wanted to scare them.
When they arrived, you went up to the house and murdered them.
I got back in the car and I drove home to sleep it off. Along the way, I stopped and I threw my gun into the Royal River.
Cleaning woman shows up the following morning and finds your wife in bed with her lover riddled with .38 caliber bullets. Now, does that strike you as a fantastic coincidence, Mr. DeVos?
It's a very damning coincidence.
It's very convenient, isn't it, Mr. DeVos?
Since I am innocent of this crime, sir, I find it decidedly inconvenient that the gun was never found.
I understand his reason, but it's just...
But was their crime so great as to merit a death sentence?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't thinking.
And then stopped to reload so that he could shoot each of them again.
You strike me as a particularly icy and remorseless man, Mr. Dufresne. I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back. So be it.
What if he never did it? No, I don't know. What you gonna do?
He's in prison. He has like a number on him.
Oh.
We see by your file you've served 20 years of a life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, I learned my lesson. I'm a changed man. No longer a danger to society. That's God's honest truth.
He is a lot older than he was when he went in there.
Wait, rejected. Did they reject his saying he was okay, or did they reject him out of the facility?
No, they rejected his... He's staying.
Oh.
He's staying in.
I'm up for rejection next week.
You're so casual about it.
There must be a con like me in every prison in America. I'm the guy who can get it for you. Cigarettes, a bag of reefer, if that's your thing, a bottle of brandy to celebrate your kid's high school graduation, damn near anything within reason. I'm a regular Sears and Roebuck.
Sears and...
So when Andy Dufresne came to me and asked me to send
he's
Hayworth
coming
into
here.
prison for him, I told him, no problem.
Holy crap, that's big. Freaking gigantic.
It's a big prison. We'll gather in to see the new people come in.
Andy came to Shawshank prison in early 1940, murdering his wife and the fella she was banging. On the outside, he'd been vice president of a large Portland bank.
What? I never been to no prison, but why are they getting the guns ready for mischief?
They always have their guns out.
Well,
unless they're like by a prisoner. They have towers where if someone was trying to escape, they could just shoot them.
Maggot shitting all my life.
okay. Oh.
They call them meat, fish, all sorts of...
Take me down for 2.
All right, who's your horse?
That little sack of shit. 8 from the front. He'll be first.
Oh, bullshit. I'll take that action.
You're so smart, you call it.
I'll take the chubby fat ass there, the 5th one from the front. Count for quarter deck.
I must admit I didn't think much of Andy the first time I laid eyes on him. Looked like a stiff breeze would blow him over.
like initiation to the prison. They didn't really say what they're about.
Probably's gonna fall first.
Fall.
Yeah. Get shot, get beat up, become someone's bitch or something.
I mean, I guess that could happen back then.
Mr. Hadley, he's captain of the guards. I'm Mr. Norton, the warden. Any questions? When do we eat?
You eat when we say you eat. You shit when we say you shit, and you piss when we say you piss. You got that, you maggot dick motherfucker? On your feet.
I believe in two things, discipline and the Bible. Here you'll receive both. Put your trust in the Lord. Your ass belongs to me. Welcome to
Okay.
Shawshank.
We're in prison.
Shower time. President do a search.
Move to the end of the cage. You out some left.
The first night's the toughest. They march you in naked as the day you were born. And when they put you in that cell, and those bars slam home, that's when you know it's for real. Nothing left but all the time in the world. Somebody always breaks down crying. The only question is, who's it gonna be? It's as good a thing to bet on as any, I guess. I had my money on Andy Dufresne.
At least they got water. Oh, okay. They bet on who's gonna cry at night.
Oh, they're gonna start driving him nuts.
Oh, they're trying to get him to
Yeah.
practice.
Go fishing with first-timers.
Sleep, fat ass.
Oh, he's already lost it.
While you're there, I can hear you breathing. You listen to these nitwits, you hear me? Tell you what, I'll introduce you around, make you feel right at home.
Oh boy.
I know a couple of big old bull queers that just love to make your acquaintance. White, mushy butt ears.
Oh my gosh. You're not getting your mother. Oh my god.
What the crisis is happy horse shit? What is your malfunction, you fat barrel of monkey spunk?
Please, I ain't supposed to be here.
Oh no, he's gonna beat the pop out of him. Oh! Oh!
Son of a bitch.
Oh! Knocked his. Oh gosh. He's the only quiet one. Red.
Take that tub of shit down to the infirmary.
Oh my gosh. Y'all caused it.
His first night in the joint, Andy Dufresne cost me 2 packs of cigarettes. Made a sound.
He is icy. Misjudged him.
Order.
It's like the military in a way, except no respect, because obviously they're criminals. But
Oh, was it a worm? That's a
it's a
worm.
maggot
Oh.
from flies laying eggs.
Oh, for sake.
Jake says thank you.
Oh, he's welcome.
I'm gonna look after him until he's big enough to fly.
He's got a bird
Oh,
friend.
no, here he comes.
That's so nice.
Fine morning, isn't it? Come on, set them down. I want them all lined up here. Just a pretty little chorus line. Yes. Gee, Red, it's a terrible shame about your horse coming in last and all. Boy, I sure do love that winning horse of mine, though. How's that horse of mine doing anyway?
Did? Doc had already gone home for the night. By then, hell, it wasn't nothing we could do.
What was his name?
What'd you say?
What was his name?
Fuck do you care, Newt? Doesn't fucking matter what his name was. He's dead.
Maybe it matters to him.
Like someone dies, you probably want to know who they were before.
Anybody come at you yet? I could be a friend to you.
He kept it to himself at first, trying to adapt to life on the inside. It wasn't until a month went by that he finally opened his mouth to say more than 2 words to somebody. That somebody was me.
They get like some pretty open time to just hang
Yes,
out,
a lot.
do whatever they want.
Why'd you do it?
I've only seen them in their cells
I didn't.
overnight
You ask?
so far.
Everybody in here is innocent. You know that? Hey, what you in here for?
Didn't do it. Or fucked me.
I understand you're a man that knows how to get things. I wonder if you might get me a rock hammer.
What is it and why?
What do you care?
Well, if it was a
'Cause he's
toothbrush,
getting
I wouldn't
it for
ask
you.
questions. I just quote a price. But then a toothbrush is a non-lethal object, isn't it?
Looks like a miniature pickaxe.
Pickaxe?
Pickaxe.
Rocks.
So I'm a rock hound.
Or maybe you'd like to sink your toe into somebody's skull.
I have no enemies here.
Wait a while. Sisters have taken quite a liking to you,
Oh boy.
especially Boggs.
Oh, that's the guy from the shower.
Don't suppose it would help any if I explained to them I'm not homosexual.
Neither are they. They have to be human first. They don't qualify.
Oh.
Okay?
And I'd guess you want to escape. Tunnel under the wall, maybe. I missed something here. What's funny?
You'll understand when you see the rock hammer.
But this is a specialty item. Risk goes up, price goes up. It's making it even $10.
And it is.
How do they get money around?
I don't know.
Folks who run this joint love surprise inspections. They do catch you with it. You don't know me. You mention my name, we'd never do business again. Red.
Red?
Red. Why do they call you that?
Maybe it's because I'm Irish.
Oh, the beer?
No.
I don't-
He said he's Irish.
Yeah.
I could see why
What?
some boys took him for snow.
Irish. He's
He
joking.
had a quiet
Oh,
way.
he's-
He strolled like a man in a park without a care or a worry in the world that shield him from this place. I think it would be fair to say I liked Andy from the start.
Fair enough. Oh boy. What's in the bag?
Probably the contraband that he sneaks into the prison.
Maybe that's. I see it.
I could tell by the look of the guy. The look of the guy was like, hey, there's some stuff in here. I was like, alright, it's a little
Suspicious.
suspicious. Cigarettes.
Andy was right. I finally got the joke. It would take a man about 600 years to tunnel under the wall with one of these.
I don't think you're going anywhere with that.
Books to read.
They got books. They got all this stuff. Seems like a hotel. Obviously not, but he's sweating. Probably hot. There's no ventilation back then.
Well, they're in a prison. I think they give a shit.
No, but in a factory back then, there's probably no ventilation.
Oh. Oh no, something bad's gonna happen.
Kind of weird that there's no guard in a place like this. There has to be something around they can use as a weapon.
You fight better that way.
You assholes! Oh my god, no, stop it!
But prison is no fairy tale world.
No, it's fucking not.
He never said who did it, but we all knew.
Y'all set his ass up, you
Things went on like for a while.
rats.
So often, Andy show up with fresh bruises. Sometimes he was able to fight him off, sometimes not. And that's how it went for Andy. I do believe those first 2 years were the worst for him. This place would have got the best of him. But then in the spring of 1949, the powers that be decided that
The roof of the license plate factory needs resurfacing.
I like that transition.
I need a dozen volunteer weeks' work.
You better raise your hand.
it was outdoor detail. And May is one damn fine to be working outdoors. Wouldn't you know it? Me and some fellows I know were among the names called. Only cost us a pack of smokes per man.
So they can buy them.
Yeah. Well, the guards are letting it happen.
Yeah.
Brother died a rich man, close to $1 million. 35,000.
Holy shit, that's great. That's like winning the sweepstakes.
Dumb shit, what do you think the government's gonna do to me?
Poor Baron.
Yeah.
Fucking luck.
Crying shit.
I mean, you still get a chunk of change even back then. That's probably a lot.
To buy a new car, and then what? I gotta pay tax on the car. Then at the end of the year, you figure the tax wrong, you gotta pay him out of your own pocket. Puts his hand in your shirt and squeezes your tit till it's purple. Some brother.
Oh.
Hey! Do you trust your wife?
Oh.
You're gonna look funnier sucking my dick with...
What I mean is, do you think she'd go behind your back?
Step aside, Mert. This fucker's having himself an...
Because if you do trust her, there's no reason you can't keep that 35,000.
35,000?
All of it.
All of it?
Every penny. If you want to keep all that money, give it to your wife. A one-time only.
Use the banker, the head of the bank.
Why should I believe a smart banker like you? So I can end up in here with you?
It's perfectly legal. Go ask the IRS. They'll say the same thing. Actually, I feel stupid telling you this.
Fucking A, I don't need no smart wife-killing banker to tell me where the bear's shit in the buckwheat.
But you do need someone to set up the tax-free gift for you. A lawyer, for example.
Bunch of ball-washing bastards.
I suppose I could set it up for you.
What?
You get the forms, I'll prepare them for you. Nearly free of charge. 3 beers apiece for each of my co-workers. I think a man working outdoors feels more like a man if you can have a bottle of suds.
What the hell?
Back to work!
Oh my god.
Damn, that was good.
That's how it came to pass that on the second to last day of the job, the convict crew that tarred the plate factory roof in the spring
Wow.
of 49
He's gonna be a hero now.
wound up sitting in a row at 10 o'clock in the morning, drinking icy cold mild beer.
Right in the morning.
Pick up while it's cold, ladies.
The colossal prick even managed to sound magnanimous. We sat and drank with the sun on our shoulders and felt like free men. We were the lords of all creation. As for Andy, he spent that break hunkered in the shade, a strange little smile on his face. Let's drink his beer.
He's gonna open up a beer for him and give it to him. Hell yeah. Oh,
You could argue he'd done it to curry favor with the guards, maybe make a few friends among us cons.
Yeah. A little bit of both.
I think he did it just to feel normal again, if only for a short while.
Yeah.
Kingman.
that was. Whew.
Chess. And there's a game of kings.
What?
I've been thinking of getting a board together.
Well, hey, you're talking to the right man. I'm the guy that can get things, right?
We might do business on a board.
They're like
Wanna
becoming
carve
best
pieces
friends.
Myself.
It's awesome.
One side in alabaster, the opposing side in soapstone. What do you think?
I think it'll take years.
Years I got. What I don't have are the rocks. Pickings are pretty slim in the yard.
Wow. Imagine making a card out of that.
Oh, what?
A game? A card game? That? Out of pickings? The stones?
Oh,
Carving them
he
all?
wants to carve the pieces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Ooh.
What are you in for?
Murder.
Innocent.
Only guilty man in Shawshank.
He admits it.
That's
I mean, he
really-
has a ton of time, and
Yeah.
they're not going to take away rocks. They're just going to be like, oh, these are rocks. They're not big enough rocks to hurt anyone.
Oh, there's names.
He's going to put his name on the wall. Damn, like how... It's a long time for there to be 2 names there. Without this wall getting, like, repainted or something.
Wait, this is the part I really like, just when she does that shit with her hair. Here she comes.
Me?
God, I love it.
Me?
I mean, they're, like, so separated from any kind of female anything. They'll take
I know
anything.
to locate certain things from time to time. What do you want?
Rita Hayworth. Can you get her?
Tucked down the front of my pants right now, I'm sorry to say. I'll get her.
I don't know how he's going to do that.
Mm-mm.
Certainly was. You should have seen his face.
Did you tell him what I'm doing here?
No, I wanted to save that as a surprise, too.
Oh, not again. You gotta be kidding me. This is getting out of freaking hand.
Are his friends gonna come and help him this time?
Gonna scream? This over.
Oh my god. Oh, this thing.
You're gonna swallow what I give you to swallow.
Disgust. Oh.
When you swallow mine, you're gonna swallow Rooster's. You done broke his nose. I think you ought to have something to show for it.
Anything you put in my mouth, you're gonna lose.
No. You understand. You do that, and I'll put all 8 inches of the steel in your ear.
All right. But you should know that sudden serious brain injury causes the victim to bite down hard. In fact, I hear the bite reflex is so strong, they have to pry the victim's jaws open with a crowbar.
Oh shit. Look, you're freaking shaking in your skin.
I read it. Not a read. Ignorant fuck.
Boggs didn't put anything in Andy's mouth, and neither did his friend. What they did do is beat him within an inch of his life. Andy spent a month in the infirmary. Boggs spent a week in the hole.
Oh, those boys. Little wussy boys.
It's your world, boss.
Oh, disgusting human being. He's not even human. He's an imbecile.
You just threw a whole ass cigarette. Oh, you're fucked.
Ah, revenge. That's right. Oh, yeah? You crying for your mommy now? She's not coming. Nah. Goodbye, bitch.
And Boggs never walked again.
Oh, that's
They transferred
great.
him to a minimum security hospital upstate. To my knowledge, he lived out the rest of his days drinking his food through a straw. I'm thinking Andy could use a nice welcome back when he gets out of the infirmary.
Absolutely.
I figure we owe him that much for the beer.
Man likes to play chess. Let's get him some rocks.
Very nice.
He's what?
Rock?
Rocks? He likes chess. Why are we getting rocks?
Uh-oh.
What are you doing? Found a rock.
What the hell are you doing?
That's a lot of rock.
Wow. They all came together and did it for him.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean,
He
he
did it for
wanted
them.
friends, so
Yeah.
this kind of stuff would stop.
Oh, a poster, I see. I thought, I don't know why I thought they was gonna get the actual person. Oh my goodness. Very nice. Oh, that's friendship. I mean, it's person friendship, but it's friendship.
119.
Oh, they're checking the cells.
Oh
On your
boy.
feet. Turn around and face the ward.
Pleased to see you reading this. Any favorite passages?
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh.
Mark 13:30, things like that one. But I prefer, I'm the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
John chapter 8, verse 2.
Wow.
I hear you're good with numbers. Oh, nice.
Want to explain this?
It's called a rock blanket for shaping and polishing rocks. A little hobby of mine.
Pretty clean. Some contraband here, but nothing to get that twisted over.
Can't say I approve of this, but I suppose exceptions can be made.
Oh, he took it. Oh, you back. Did he?
No, I think they like him too. Like he helped the captain,
To deprive you of this, salvation lies within.
Yes, sir.
so now he's like in the good with everything.
Dawson's sales was just an excuse. Truth is, Norton wanted to size Andy up.
Oh.
My wife made that in church group.
Very nice, sir.
You enjoy working in the laundry?
No, sir, not especially.
Perhaps we can find something more befitting a man of your education.
Improvements. I wonder how long he's been here now.
Andy, I've been reassigned to you.
There's the bird and nurse back together.
Yeah, that's his bird.
Oh, here she is. Shawshank Prison Library. Every evening I load up the cart and make my round. Easy peasy, Japanese. Any
Japanese.
questions?
Brooks, how long have you been librarian?
Oh, I come here on odd 5 and they made me librarian in 19 and 12.
All that time, have you ever had an assistant?
No, not much to it, really.
He's been there for almost 50 years.
He has a very good look on him.
I was thinking about maybe setting up some kind of trust fund for my kids' educations.
He's like the bank.
Yes, the banker in the prison.
I guess you need a bank in a prison.
Look at that. He's proving and he's helping himself by others.
I think he's done enough now that people are starting to trust him.
Mm-hmm. This is very wholesome.
You want your sons to go to Harvard. And afterwards, he actually shook Andy's hand. I near soiled myself.
Near soiled myself.
Making a few friends, huh, Andy?
I'm a convicted murderer who provides sound financial planning. It's a wonderful pet to have.
Got you out of the laundry, though, didn't it?
How do you expect to do that? I'm getting new books in here, Mr. Dufresne, if you please.
Ask the warden for funds.
Son, 6 wardens have been through here in my tenure.
6?
One of them born.
That's
never.
ridiculous.
He's only been there for 50 years.
I see. Write the state senate and request funds directly from
Only.
As far as
Been
they're
there for
concerned,
50
only
years.
3 ways to spend the taxpayers. More walls, more bars, more guards.
Still, I'd like to try with your permission.
But you write your letters if it makes you happy. I'll even mail them for you. How's that?
The following April, Andy did tax returns for half the guards at
Oh
Shawshank.
my god.
Year
That's.
after that, he did
I
them
mean,
all.
if he wanted to mess them up, he could.
Oh yeah, that's very true. This guy has a career inside of the jail.
Yeah.
The prison. Oh my god.
He is a secretary. Oh my god. He's like bringing all his people with him.
Yeah.
And still kept sending those letters.
Good for him for sticking to it.
Andy, it's Brooks.
What the hell's going on?
Brooks, we're talking about this, right?
Let the torch all down.
Haywood, wait a minute. What's he done to you?
And that's what they done.
Brooks, you're not gonna hurt Haywood. Even Haywood knows that, right, Haywood?
I know that, sir.
You know why you're not gonna hurt him? Because he's a friend of yours.
That's right. Is that right, guys?
Yes. Brooks, look at his neck. He's bleeding.
It's the only way they'd let me stay.
This is crazy. You don't want to
Wait,
do this.
what?
Take it easy.
What does he mean?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, what about me?
Wait, no,
That fool
no.
goddamn near cut my throat.
Shit, Haywood,
But
you have
why
worse
was
than
he
David.
forced to cut your
What the hell
throat?
did you do to set him off anyway?
I didn't do nothing. I come in here to say fare thee well. Ain't you heard his parole come through?
Oh no.
Oh, he's getting out.
I just don't understand what happened in there, that's all. Old man's crazy as a rat in a tin shit house is what.
Oh, Haywood, that's enough out of you.
I already had you sitting in your pants.
Fuck you.
Won't you knock it off? Just institutionalized.
Institutionalize my ass.
The man's been in here 50 years, Haywood. This is all he knows. In here, he's an important man.
Yes.
Outside, he's nothing. Probably couldn't get a library card if he tried. But I'm telling you, these walls are funny. First you hate them, then you get used to them. Enough time passes, it gets so you depend on them. That's institutionalized.
He's depending. So is it saying that the librarian is depending on the criminals to need books? Because once he goes out into real world, he's gonna
No,
lose it.
he's been in here for so long. This is like all he knows. His whole life is this. It's not just the library.
Counts anyway.
Yeah, like you said. The part he's lost like part of himself.
I can't take care of you no more, Jake. You're gone now. You're free.
Yeah, he's like too far into all this.
Oh gosh.
He hasn't been out of prison in 50 years. He doesn't even know what real life is.
No.
Anymore. And they just drop you out. They're just like, there you go.
I hope he meets some people like him. I really do.
He's scared.
Dear fellas, I can't believe how fast things move on the outside.
Yeah, he's not used to this.
I saw an automobile once when I was a kid, but now they're everywhere. The world went and got itself in a big damn hurry. The parole board got me into this halfway house called the Brewer and a job bagging
that's nice.
groceries at the foodway.
At least
They
it's
did
something.
It's
that.
hard work. I try to keep up, but my hands hurt most of the time.
Make sure your man double bags. Last time he didn't double bag and the bottom near came out.
Make sure you double bag, like the lady says. Understand?
Yes, sir. Jolly well. I go to the park and feed the birds. I keep thinking Jake might just show up and say hello.
Oh my gosh.
I hope wherever he's doing okay and making new friends. I have trouble sleeping at night. I have bad dreams. I wake up scared. Maybe I should get me a gun and rob the foodway. It'd send me home. I could shoot the manager while I was at it, like a bonus. I guess I'm too old for that sort of nonsense anymore. I don't like it here. I'm tired of being afraid all the time.
You need to do whatever makes you happy, sir. Oh, okay, what are you gonna do?
I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me.
Oh gosh.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought it was gonna take his life.
He's just carving something.
It's making me nervous. Oh! Oh no. That's a sad ending for him. He deserves better.
Sorry.
He was not prepared. Oh, that's sad.
You should have died in here.
Uh-huh. Where was his home?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You tell me, fuck stick, they're all addressed to you.
Take it.
Oh.
The books?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that's
The
wonderful.
books.
In response to your repeated inquiries, it has allocated the enclosed fund library project. In addition, the library district has generously responded with a charitable donation of used books and sundries.
I want
Good
all
for
to
you.
cleared out before the warden gets back.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Good for you, Andy.
It only took 6 years.
Oh my god.
From now on, I'll
6
write 2 letters a week instead of 1.
That's wonderful.
He's gonna keep sending letters, I guess. Records.
Andy, do you hear that?
Yes, obviously. Uh-oh. He's gonna put on loudspeaker, right?
Eh.
Oh my gosh. Do you see the joy in all their faces? Just eyes light up. What the hell is that?
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea to this day what those 2 Italian ladies were singing about. This, I don't want to know. I tell you, those voices higher and farther than anybody in a great place dares to dream. It was like some beautiful bird flapped into our drab little cage and made those walls dissolve away.
He's gonna turn it up? Oh no. Think he's gonna get beaten? I hope not.
Hey, look who's here. Maestro. You couldn't play something good, huh? Hank Williams or something?
We could take requests.
Was it worth it? 2 weeks?
Easy. I'm Mr. Mozart to keep me company.
So they let you tote that record player down there, huh?
It's in here.
Haven't you ever felt that way about music? Here's where it makes the most sense. You need it so you don't forget.
Forget?
You forget that there's something inside they can't get to, that they can't touch. It's yours.
What are you talking about?
Listen.
Hope.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, my friend. Hope is a dangerous thing. You better get used to that idea.
like Brooks did.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Not a little too far. Here he goes again.
Sit down. Says here that you served 30 years of life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Oh, yes, sir.
I think every 10 years they go through this.
I wonder where 10 years went. Here, little parole rejection present. Go ahead and open it.
Parole
I had to go
rejection.
through your competitors. I hope you don't mind. I wanted to be a surprise.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
The joy on his face.
Very
Boom.
pretty.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
When he's ready.
Same thing day after day after day. 365 days times 10.
I wonder.
They couldn't buy him off with just a $200 check.
Oh my
Appropriations Committee voted an annual payment of $500.
Wow.
Be amazed how far Andy could stretch it. He made deals with book clubs, charity groups. He bought remaindered books by the pound.
Treasure Island, Robert Louis
Stevenson. Fiction, adventure. What's next?
Yeah.
I got here auto repair.
You have
and
books. You're free.
Soap carving.
Trade skills and hobbies. Goes under educational. Stack behind you.
Count of Monte Cristo,
That's Christo, you dumb shit.
Alexandre Dumas.
Dumbass. Dumas. You know what that's about? You'll like it. It's about a prison break.
We'll be able to file that under educational, too, oughtn't we?
The rest of us did our best to pitch in when and where we could. By the year Kennedy was
Oh
shot,
my God.
transformed a storage room smelling of rat turds and turpentine into the best prison library in New England, complete with a selection of Hank Williams.
I never thought he would.
That was
He's
also the
kind of
year
guy.
Warden Norton instituted his famous Inside Out program.
Our inmates, properly supervised, will be put to work outside these walls, performing all manner of public service.
There are 100 different ways to skim off the top. Men, materials, you name it. And oh my Lord, how the money rolled in.
But I've got a family to feed. Sam, just have some of this fine pie my missus made specially for you. What do you think about that?
Ed, I wouldn't worry too much about this contract. Seems to me I already got my boys committed elsewhere. You be sure and thank Maisie for this fine pie.
And behind every shady deal, behind every dollar earned, there was Andy.
Maine
I
National.
don't know about that. The warden never messes with him. He has so much leverage over him. He's so in deep. His fingers are in every little bit of this
When
place.
they overstarch my shirts again, they're gonna hear about it from me. How do I look?
Very nice.
Pious from what I hear.
Two hairs in half. You got scams you haven't even dreamed of. Kickbacks, honest kickbacks.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to explain where it came from.
Well, that's where I come in. Channel it, filter it, funnel it.
Wow,
Stock,
look how much
securities,
age
tax
he's got. He's gained already.
You have to catch on, though. He's going to wind up in here wearing a number himself.
Now, Red, I thought you had a little more faith in me than that.
I know you're good, Andy, but all that paper leaves a trail. Now, anybody gets curious, FBI, IRS, whatever, it's going to lead to somebody.
Sure it is, but not to me. And certainly not to the warden.
Wait up.
All right, who?
Randall Stevens.
Who?
He doesn't exist except on paper.
Andy, you can't just make a person up.
Sure. You know how the system works, where the cracks are. Mr. Stevens has a birth certificate, driver's license, social security number.
You're shitting me.
If you ever trace any of those accounts, they're going to wind up chasing a figment of my imagination.
Did I say we're good? Shit, you're a Rembrandt.
You know, the funny thing is, I had to come to prison to be a crook.
It's kind of true.
Is this the same sound at the beginning? It's new people.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Williams came to Shawshank in 1960 on a 2-year stretch for B&E. Cops caught him sneaking TV sets out the back door of a J.C. Penney. And rolled, cocky as hell.
Moving like molasses, making me look bad.
We liked him immediately.
So I'm backing out the door, right? Suddenly here's his
Yeah.
face. Freeze, kid. Hands in the air. You hear what I said, boy? I say, yes, sir. I sure did. But if I drop this fucking thing, you got me on destruction of property, too. I've been in and out since I was 13. You name the place, chances are I've been there.
Perhaps it's time you tried a new profession. What I mean is, you don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
Yeah, well, what the hell you know about it, Capone? What are you in for?
Me? Lawyer, fuck me.
He was like proud of him when he said
Did
that.
you know that?
That's good.
As it turned out, Tommy had himself a young wife and a new baby girl. Maybe it was the thought of them on the streets or his child growing up not knowing her daddy. Whatever it was, something lit a fire under that boy's ass.
Just thinking maybe trying for my high school equivalency here.
Don't waste time on losers, Tommy.
I ain't no goddamn loser.
You mean that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Good. Because if we do this, we do it all the way. Nothing half-assed.
Thing is, see, I don't read so good.
Well, you don't read so well. We'll get to that. R-S-T.
So Andy took Tommy under his wing, walking him through his ABCs. Tommy took to it pretty well, too. Boy found brains he never knew he had. Before long, Andy started him on his course requirements. He really liked
That was
it.
great.
Gave him a thrill to help a youngster crawl off the shitty.
He's a brainiac
But
now.
that wasn't the only reason.
I won't go that for
Every
learning
time
to
is
read.
slow time.
Yeah, it was just a joke.
So you do what you can to keep going.
Missing a few pawns.
By 1966, right about the time Tommy was getting ready to take his exams, it was lovely Raquel.
Man, I don't miss doing tests where it's like a booklet and you're reading off another booklet.
Well, it's for shit. Wasted a whole fucking year of my time with this bullshit.
It's probably not as bad as you think.
There's your goddamn score! Goddamn cats crawling up trees. 5 times 5 is 25.
I mean, I understand, but like you go to school for multiple years, year after year to learn all that. He did it in a year. So I wouldn't feel bad if he didn't do well the first time.
Feel bad. Let him down.
Oh, that's crap, kid. He's proud of you. We've been friends a long time, so I know him as good as anybody.
Smart fella.
Must be a banker on the outside.
What's he in here for anyway?
Murder.
The hell you say?
Wouldn't think it to look at the guy. Caught his wife in bed with some golf pro. What?
About 4 years ago, I was instant get a new cellmate in, Elmo Blatch. Big, twitchy fucker. So, one night, like a joke, I say to him, yeah, Elmo, who'd you kill? So he says,
I got me this job one time, bussing tables at a country club, so I could case all these big, rich pricks that come in. So I pick out this guy, go in one night, and do his place. He wakes up, gives me shit. So I killed him. Him and this tasty bitch he was with. And that's the best part. She's fucking this prixie, this golf pro, but she's married some other guy, some hotshot man, and he's the one they pinned it on.
Oh no, he's in there with him. Oh my god. Oh no. This is not good.
I have to say, that's the most amazing story I ever heard.
Oh.
Sir? It's obvious this fellow Williams is impressed with you. He hears your tale of woe and quite naturally wants to cheer you up. He's young, not terribly bright. Not surprising he wouldn't know what a state he put you in.
He's telling the truth.
If he's not bright, then how would he come up with that story?
Black does exist.
Well, they'd have his last known address, names of relatives. Couldn't you be so obtuse?
What did you call me?
Obtuse? Is it deliberate?
Son, you're forgetting yourself.
Sir, if I were to ever get out, I would never mention what goes on in here. I'd be just as indictable as you for laundering that money.
Don't you ever mention money to me again.
Oh no.
Solitary, a month.
Yes, sir. Hi.
A month in the hole.
Worried that
Well, you saying Andy is, for real innocent?
It looks that way.
How long's he been here now?
1947? What is that? Board of Education.
so he's been in here like 40.
Like he did.
Hey, Rat, come on, will you throw that away, please?
Well, shit.
Kid passed. C+ average. Thought you'd like to know.
Very nice.
Oh, got his like graduation slip.
Warden wants to talk.
Right here?
That's what the man said.
Oh, this isn't good.
Yeah, not that good.
No, it's not. It's dark. Oh boy.
Tommy?
Oh boy.
Tommy, I'm asking you to keep this conversation just between us. Feel awkward enough as it is. We got a situation here. I think you can appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I sure can.
Tell you, son, this thing really came along and knocked my wind out. The right thing to do. Sometimes it's hard to know what that is. If I'm gonna move on this, there can't be the least little shred of doubt.
What are you doing to him?
I have to know if what you told Dufresne was the truth.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he looked to bet something. Oh.
Shit.
Yeah. He needs Dufresne to stay in there so he can keep getting money.
I mean, is so in deep in this place, he probably could screw him over.
Mm-hmm. You did it. He wasn't, though. You lying. He'll figure it out, and then you're gonna get it.
Yeah, he's gonna make it his sole purpose.
Let me pull you out of that one bunk Hilton, cast you down with the sodomite. You'll think you've been fucked by a train. And the library, gone, sealed off, brick by brick.
Oh my
We'll have
god.
a little book barbecue in the yard. You'll see the flames for a mile. You understand me? Catching my drift?
But he could just flip it all back on him, though, if he stayed with him.
Yeah.
Give him another month to think about it.
Yeah, I think it would be beneficial for him to just slide back in over a few years and then flip it
Yeah.
and not try to rock the boat.
My wife used to say I'm a hard man to know. She was beautiful. I killed her, Red. I didn't pull the trigger. I drove her away. And that's why she died, because of me, the way I am.
But she made the choice to cheat.
Yeah.
That don't make you a murderer.
There you go.
Bad husband, maybe. Feel bad about it if you want to, but you didn't pull the trigger.
You think you'll ever get out of here?
Me? Yeah. One day, when I got a long white beard and 2 or 3 marbles rolling around upstairs, they let me out.
Tell you where I'd go. Zihuatanejo.
So,
Zihuatanejo. It's in Mexico. A little place on the Pacific Ocean. You know what the Mexicans say about the Pacific? They say it has no memory. That's where I want to live the rest of my life. A warm place with no memory. Open up a little hotel right on the beach.
Zihuatanejo.
A place like that, I could use a man that knows how to get things.
I don't think I could make it on the outside, Andy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
No.
I've been in here most of my life.
He's
I'm a
just
man now.
Yeah.
I don't think so. In here, I'm the guy who can get things for you, sure, but outside, all you need is the yellow pages. Hell, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
And I didn't shoot her lover. Whatever mistakes I made, I paid for them and then some. That hotel, that boat, I don't think that's too much to ask.
I don't think you ought to be doing this to yourself, Andy. This is just shitty pipe dreams. I mean, Mexico is way the hell down there, and you're in here, and that's the way it is.
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, you get busy dying.
Andy.
Fred, if you ever get out of here, do me a favor.
Sure, Andy. Anything.
There's a big hayfield up near Buxton. You know where Buxton is?
There's a lot of hayfields up there.
One in particular. It's got a long rock wall, a big oak tree at the north end. It's where I asked my wife to marry me. Promise me, Red, if you ever get out in that spot, there's something buried under it I want you to have.
What, Andy? What's buried under there?
What the heck is that? What?
That's.
No, I'm telling you, the guy's talking funny. I'm really worried about him.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Andy come down to the loading dock today. He asked me for a length of rope 6 feet long. And you gave it to me. Sure I did. Why wouldn't I?
Every man has his breaking point.
Lickety split. Want to get home?
Just about finished, sir.
Oh.
3 deposits tonight.
My stuff down the laundry. And shine my shoes. I want them looking like mirrors. It's good having you back, Andy. Place wasn't the same without you.
Of course I wasn't. You weren't making money and being dirty.
Yeah.
That place doesn't run without him.
Yeah.
He's gonna choke someone, isn't he? Or he's gonna take himself.
I've had some long nights in stir. That was the longest night of my life.
Yeah.
I really hope he didn't take his own life.
Yeah.
Because he...
Kind of looking
Man
like
missing
it.
on tier 2, cell 245. Dufresne, get your ass out here, boy. You're holding up the show.
Oh my god, this man.
There's only so much someone can take.
Yeah.
What do you mean he just wasn't here? Don't say that to me, Haig. Don't say that to me again. Am I blind, Haig?
No, sir.
I sure do. See, right there.
Okay, stand there. But not this morning. Are that obtuse?
I want him found. Not tomorrow, not after breakfast. Now.
Yes, sir. Move your butt.
Well,
what?
I see you two all the time. You're thick as thieves, you are. He must have said something.
Also, Warren, not a word.
Lord, it's a miracle!
You're
Man, I'm
just
vanished
shaking
like a fart
because
away.
you
Nothing
lost
left but
everything.
damn rocks on the windowsill. And that cupcake
Well, where
on the
is he,
wall.
though?
Let's ask her. Maybe she knows. What say you there, fuzzy britches? Feel like talking? This is a conspiracy. That's what this is.
He's going insane.
One.
Oh my god, is that a hole in the wall?
Behind the poster that was up there for years. Oh!
Oh my god.
God. He escaped.
He sure did.
Oh my
Andy
god.
Dufresne escaped from Shawshank prison. All they found of him was a muddy set of prison clothes, a bar of soap, and an old rock hammer. Damn near run down to the nub.
Oh my god.
He used that to get
Yeah,
out.
it seems like
it would
it.
take a man 600 years to tunnel through the wall with it. Old Andy did it in less than 20. Geology is the study of pressure and time. That's all it takes, really. Pressure and time. That and a big goddamn poster. Like I said, in prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied.
Every night.
Turns out, Andy's favorite hobby was toting his wall out into the exercise yard. A handful at a time.
Oh my
I guess after Tommy was killed,
That's so brilliant.
Andy decided he'd been here just about long enough.
Wow. That takes a long time. I don't know how thick that was. They showed like, it was like 6 feet. I don't know how much further it went. They stole all his stuff.
Buffed those shoes to a high mirror shine. The guards simply didn't notice. Neither did I. I mean, seriously, how often do you really look at a man's shoes?
Wow. He took his chest set.
Wow.
Wow.
And you did it
That's a big
during... Yeah, that's long. Oh my god.
It's like in the walls now.
I mean, it would make especially sense, you know, during a storm.
Yeah, it sort of gives them cover. You can break out through windows.
Shit.
Those are some weak pipes.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness I can't even imagine. That's
man,
a
well,
football field,
needs
just
to
shy
do.
of half a mile.
God, they just rain the shit out into the waterway.
Oh my
That's
god.
why we can't have nice things.
Take my clothes off of this one. Oh, see,
Oh, he has like a plastic bag tied around his leg with all his stuff.
you did it.
A man nobody ever laid eyes on before.
He's gonna have all those
Until
things.
that moment, he didn't exist, except on paper.
May I help you?
He had all the proper ID, driver's license, birth certificate, social security
person.
card, and the signature was a spot-on match.
I hope you'll enjoy living abroad.
Thank you. I'm sure I will.
He took all of his money and he's gonna set him up to get busted.
Mr. Stevens visited
Oh,
nearly a
God.
dozen banks in the Portland area that morning.
Does it?
All told, he blew town with better than
That's not really smart to
$370,000.
go to multiple banks.
Good morning, Portland Daily Bugle.
Oh, he's done. He let it all out. His judgment's
Oh,
coming. That's awesome.
perfect freaking timing. Oh, he's about to shit freaking bricks. This is gonna be so rusty and blue. Oh my gosh. You're done. You're done. Oh.
Byron Hadley, you have the right to remain silent.
But I hear Byron Hadley started sobbing like a little girl when they took him away.
All these corrupt prison
yeah.
people.
Norton had no intention of going that quietly.
He's gonna shoot people. He's gonna shoot him, I think. Oh, careful.
Samuel Norton, we have a warrant for your arrest. Open up.
Is he gonna commit suicide or is he gonna shoot them?
Isn't that thing?
Open the door.
Careful.
Norton,
Careful.
make it easy on yourself, Norton.
You coward. You absolute coward.
I like to think
Got what
the
he
last
deserved.
thing that went through his head, other than that bullet, was to wonder how hell Andy
Other than
Dufresne
the bullet.
ever got the best of him.
Because he's way smarter
Not
than you.
long after the warden deprived us of his company, I got a postcard in the mail.
These damn puns.
It was blank, but the postmark said Fort Hancock, Texas. Fort Hancock, right on the border. That's where Andy crossed. When I picture him heading south in his own car with the top down, it always makes me laugh. Andy Dufresne, who crawled through a river of shit and came out clean on the other side.
They're gonna be telling this story for the rest of time.
Yes.
They're telling this story today.
This boy's about to have himself an accident.
Those of us who knew
Their
him talk about him all.
Their whole story
I swear.
over
that's
years and years.
Mine could use a couple of beers, and he got it.
I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged.
Oh, that's a good one.
And when they fly away, the part of you that knows it was a sin to lock them up does rejoice. But still, the place you live in is that much more drab and empty that they're gone.
Writing
I
is so
guess I
good.
just miss my friend.
Oh my god. Oh, what is this? Next review. Please get out this time. Please.
You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated? You know, I don't have any idea what that means.
Well, it means you're ready to rejoin society.
I know what you think it means, Sonny. To me, it's just a made-up word, a politician's word, so that young fellas like yourself can wear a suit and a tie and have a job. Am I sorry for what I did?
Well, are you?
There's not a day goes by I don't feel regret. Not because I'm in here, because you think I should. I look back on the way I was then, a young, stupid kid who committed that terrible crime. I want to talk to him, but I can't. That kid's long gone, and this old man is all that's left. I gotta live with that. Rehabilitated, it's just a bullshit word. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give a shit.
What are they gonna do? Oh my gosh. He got his redemption.
He just needed to speak facts
Yes.
and not pretend.
Very nice.
He's like, before he was given a nicety type
Yeah,
thing, but they wanted to hear that
Yes.
he had done enough.
Yeah.
That he was through. He's not the same person he used to be.
Oh, how wonderful. Are you gonna go into the hayfield? Oh, that's sad.
Restroom break, boss?
Oh.
Said restroom break.
You don't need to ask me every time you need to go take a piss.
Yeah, he's used to like asking to go
Well, yeah,
in
because he
prison.
had no control, right?
40 years I've been asking permission to piss, so there's a harsh truth to face. No way I'm gonna make it on the outside.
No, you can.
All I do anymore is think of ways to break my parole.
Oh,
So maybe they'd send me back.
because he doesn't know any better.
No, you can do it.
Terrible thing to live in fear. Brooks Hadlin knew it all too well. All I want is to be back where things make sense, where I won't have to be afraid all the time. Only one thing stops me, a promise I made to Indy.
Good for you. Oh,
Buxton. Yeah, that's pretty hard to find.
There it is.
There it is, the rock wall. I'm like expecting him to be here, but he's not here. You left something for him though.
It says you have to pry it.
Yeah, it was like in the wall or somewhere.
There's that.
Oh, yeah. Piece of volcanic glass buried under the... That's crazy. He told him that years ago, too, probably. He's like, are you around here? Is this a setup?
You remember the name of the town, don't you?
Say what's in there.
Heck yeah.
I'll keep an eye out for you and the chessboard ready. Remember, Red, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I will be hoping that this
That
letter
gives him
finds
his
you.
hope to keep going.
Finds you well.
Yeah.
Your friend.
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right.
Heck yeah. So was Red. That's wonderful.
For the second time in my life, I'm guilty of committing a crime. Parole violation. Of course, I doubt they'll toss up any roadblocks for that. Not for an old crook like me.
Fort Hancock, Texas.
I find I'm so excited I can barely sit still or hold up in my head.
I don't
think it's the
check up on
excitement a
parole,
free
like-
man can feel. A free man at the start of a long journey whose conclusion.
He's a
I
queen
hope
by
I can
the
make
bus.
across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope.
It's a speed up boat. Oh my gosh.
It's like a dream.
I hope it's true. Oh boy. Oh my god. What a magnificent movie. Even the ending soundtrack is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Honestly, that was one of the best movies I've seen. So many stories, so many events, so many emotional parts. That was a brilliant movie. Compassion. He held on to hope. Even though so many times it was knocked out of him, he still held on to it.
Yeah. It was hard to like... The message, like... Trying to figure out where the message of hope first came in.
Music. When he played that required.
There's probably other parts where they like hinted at it, like with the beers.
Oh.
To be normal again, to some sort of hope again. It's crazy. The movie starts really low, at a low point. Like, he's going to prison. Yeah. He's a untrustworthy man. He's like all these things that people like put on him. And maybe he was, to a certain extent, like he said with his wife, he wasn't the best husband or anything, and like going to jail brought him to his lowest point. Maybe his whole life was like low, but that was his lowest point, was the first few years in prison, and then he rose back up because he could find the good things, help people in prison and help them like with their high school equivalencies, and so he like crafted,
yes,
like he made that hole to escape. He like forged his own hope out of nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. And that's a great meaning for a movie to have. Even like in prison where you're being assaulted and nothing is going your way, you figure out a trajectory out, which is a beautiful message. You create your own trajectory. You create your own hope.
Oh my gosh, that was just spectacular. Powerful messages being said all the time.
His friend at the end, getting on the bus, finding the wall and figuring out he left him money there.
That was his hope, to keep going.
And yeah, that was like his, like throughout the whole time, he didn't have hope, but his friend gave him hope and gave him something to like, Andy pushed everyone up around him. He raised everyone up to give himself hope, but carry everyone else with him so he could have someone to share in his like search for hope in such a hopeless place. And that last little thing, I feel like his story could have ended Brooks's story. Like his trajectory was the same. Like he'd been in there 40 years, almost the same time as Brooks, and he felt hopeless, and he felt like the world had moved on from him, and he would have had the same story as Brooks if he didn't have a friend like Andy. Yeah. And he's I'll do what Andy told me to do. I'll check it out. I went there. He left me money. He told me come to Mexico, and he did. Especially raising people up.
Yes, and he did that for everyone, even himself when he didn't have anything.
Yeah, his last gesture was to, if his friend got out, if his friend went to look, left him something to help him get to where he was. Even after, like he was always trying to help people get to where he was so he could elevate people. And trying to give people hope with the music, he's like, they can't take it away from you. They can't take away what's in your head and in your heart. And it's very true.
It was 3 or 6 years. It was 6 years writing to get donations every day. And then books came.
6 years.
And then he kept going for more for people. He redeemed the people in the jail, I'm sorry, the prison, to give them something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's what he did. And it's not a fun beginning for him.
No.
And it's the lowest he was. He probably hated his life, but
And he also played the warden and the cops.
yeah.
Hard.
I know, but
they
knew how smart he was. So why would you give him any room to navigate anything?
Because they're looking out for them, how they could benefit.
They just thought, we control him.
No.
No matter what he does, he can be in our finances, he can know everything about us, our home addresses, everything, our wives' names, our children's names, our everything. He's in here, so we control him. But not really, because he outsmarted everyone in the end. He got them all. Busted all for killing the kid and for all the corruption that he did on his behalf. I was about to crack a tear at the end there. I almost did. Ratings.
Oh, excellent. I know that's not a number. I'll go with numbers on the spot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not good.
Well,
but
that's your number to excellent.
Excellent. Like the best movie I've seen so far. I know we've only watched a few of them.
Okay, so our rating system, I'm going to remind you, but also remind the people watching, our rating system and how it works. 0 is we literally turned the movie off and didn't finish it. 50 is an average movie. The most average movie you've ever watched. One that you watch and you're like, whatever, I'll forget that tomorrow. 1 is the best movie you could ever imagine. Not watched, ever imagined. So basically 100's impossible. Because you could imagine...
Yeah, 90s. There were so many phenomenal points.
100's not possible. 99 is possible. 90s. And then between 50 to 60, it's okay, that was cool. 70 to 80s, oh. 80 to 90s, wow.
Yeah.
And 90 to 100 are the top 10% best movies ever. In our opinion. This is our opinion. I know you all probably think this movie... it's in 90s. 90 or above.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would say high point for me, it's like a 97.
Yes.
And that's saying something because I have not considered high point 97, low point 90. It cracks 90 no matter where you hit it, which is crazy. It's the writing got me at the end. His monologues throughout the movie of him talking about things was beautiful. Some of the best writing I've seen in a film.
I could just spend hours talking about. No one wants to hear me talk for hours and hours about it.
I mean, we can talk as long as you want. And guys, I'm going to put this in the YouTube part. I cut some of our dialogue out because we do talk for literally 15 minutes after these movies. You can get all of it in the Patreon version. If you're on Patreon and you're watching this, thank you for being on Patreon. We love you. And we do have to do time constraints with some of the overrunning of dialogue. And then when we double back and we talk about the same things over and over again, we cut that out. We just keep the best part.
I would like to say, I wish I would have seen more of Andy's side where he was wrongly convicted. I would like to have seen how that ended for him.
I mean,
it
ended with him going to prison.
No, falsely accused. I want to see his redemption for that.
He did, though. I think he did. He got out of prison. And he,
I know,
framed all the corrupt people.
I wanted to see the person who got away with it being convicted for it. That's what I wish. And of course, sorry. We misjudged. We were wrong.
It's not.
I know that they don't do that. But I would have liked to see something a little with that.
That's part of the hope part of the movie. If he got that redemption, he's like, oh, you're crystal clear in the eyes of the state. It would feel cheapened because he forged his own hope. No one told him, oh, you're good. You're good now. Everything's fine. He knew he was innocent. He did everything to get out of there. And he forged his own, you know what I'm saying?
Future, own way, own path.
His own redemption.
Yes.
Shawshank redemption. He forged his own redemption. He didn't wait for someone to redeem him. The state, the warden. He looked in all these places. He knew he was innocent.
He brought so much hope to everyone.
He got his own redemption. He created his own hope when there wasn't any, and he spread it around, that's something that's
He got his redemption several times. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
With the sisters, His
Yeah.
redemption he got with the library.
I think it's all together part of the same circle. He was low. That's the part, like, he was low, he's being taken advantage of, he's being abused and used by the sisters. And out of that low point where he could have just submitted to the system and rolled over and just served his time and stayed quiet forever. But he decided, instead of just rolling over at that point, I'm going to use my brain. I'm going to use that to push for something better for myself, which also helped everyone else around him. He didn't leave out anyone. I think he did the beers thing to make friends with the convicts.
Because he needed that right away.
Because he needed a home. He needed to feel like he belonged with people. And then he did it for the guards so he could get a little leeway and sort of claw his way. I don't know when he thought to himself he can use this against the warden. Maybe it was when he was locked up
for 2 months.
For 2 months in the hole, and he thought to himself, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna use it against the warden. He had enough time to craft an idea, like he said, time and pressure, and he started digging that hole a long time before that happened.
Yeah.
Took him 6 years to dig it, because when Andy got there, it was 20 years for Red. And by the time Andy escaped, they'd both been in there for another 20 years. With Andy, he's like spreading hope, and there's not a lot of that going around in the world today. And it is easy to just roll over, even in an everyday sense of life. Like, you just roll over and let life take you. And not even in a sense of where Andy was at, where he's even lower than most people. It's a good reminder to continue to try to make your own hope where there is none, or you can't find any.
Lessons.
That's kind of what we do, kind of, with this channel. And then you have your own business. Life doesn't always work out the way you want it to, so you're just like, I'm gonna take it.
You take it and you deal with it.
I'll take the loss of having something stable just to try to forge something of my own, just to say I did. If this fails eventually and I stop getting views on these videos, I can say I tried.
Yes, absolutely.
I've been on YouTube for 12 years. I have not had the success I have with this channel, and I appreciate very much that you guys are willing to sit down and watch this stuff with us, and that we get the lessons, we get the community coming together, and you tell us your stories with this movie, and you tell us the things we missed. It's a good time. Again, this video is up in its full extent on Patreon. If you have any questions about the Patreon, ask me in a comment, and you can message me directly. I'll try to get back to you. And thank you for the continued support, the subscriptions. We really appreciate it.
One day at a time, one step at a time.
Thank you for watching Immersive Reactions.
Until next time.
If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It helps us get recognition on our videos, and we'll react to more in the future. Thank you.